What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Tenet video. My comments have been blowing up with people very confused by the plot of the movie Tenet, and for once I have actually understood a Christopher Nolan movie right off the bat, which I am very proud of. Just between us, I still fully don't get how Matthew McConaughey ended up in a space cupboard, but here we are. Now there will be two parts to the video. First I will try to explain the plot of Tenet in under 60 seconds, and as a bonus we will also be discussing just how Sator got his items from the future and how his whole plan just generally worked. So grab some popcorn, I'll grab a drink as we do our best rap god impression and discuss Tenet in a minute. The protagonist is in a bungled SWAT operation trying to get a strange artifact. He's told a word, Tenet will help him, and meets a scientist who tells him entropy has been reversed. Objects are appearing from the future, and inverted bullets are traced to Andrei Sator, who is communicating with the future to help reverse climate change in the future. The protagonist and Neil offer to steal plutonium in exchange for Sator's wife's freedom, but it is just another artifact that Sator steals, part of the algorithm. The artifacts are part of the algorithm invented in the future. Future people are instructing Sator to use the algorithm to invert the world and reverse global warming, like I said. Sator is dying and decides to set off the algorithm, which will destroy the world in the past, but is stopped by protagonist and Neil in a battle. Neil has a red tag and he saved the protagonist at the start, and he's known him for years, and the protagonist is actually Tenet's founder. So that's Tenet in a minute. Kind of, by no means a full, entire, dissected plot for you there, but just the main beats. So let's move on to Sator and just how he actually got the irradiated sports almanac, the instructions from the future. Basically, he was in the right place at the right time. He takes a job when he was young, clearing up nuclear irradiated material left over from a warhead going off by mistake. He uncovers a time capsule with instructions of what will actually happen in the future. These instructions coming from the future are from a splinter group of humans who want to set off the algorithm, a thing that will invert the entire Earth, causing it to end, and of course they hope this will lead to the end of climate change in the future, as they are essentially reversing the entropy of the entire world. The city, Stalsk 12, is Sator's base of operations. He keeps receiving his instructions from the future there in the form of time capsules and bars of gold. He is also able to send items back to the future, as he can bury something and it will appear instantly in the future. The same with the reverse entropy time capsules he himself is actually receiving. The explosions mask sending things back to the future. This means he has a full roadmap of the future and what he needs to amass his wealth. However, this all comes on borrowed time. He was actually given the instructions on how to reverse entropy and build the Maxwell's demon machines in the free port around the world. He can also see things in the future because there are actually other ways. As you saw in the highway scene, he waited until Neil and the protagonist machine is finished and essentially does the opposite, so he can get the part of the algorithm that he needs. This means, or his plan here, is to get every single part of the algorithm around the world. And of course, these need to be found so he can, destroy the past. He can essentially blow up the past. He would have done this whole reverse thing time and time again, as he does always actually win, and this is partly how he's amassed his great wealth. He has essentially swapped a life of really average for life of riches and luxury, but funny enough, this does come at the expense of the whole world. At some point he has to set off the algorithm once he has finally managed to find each part of it. And he's dying as well there, so he's decided to end the world just as he ends his own life. He wants to end it on his own terms. And the day he dies is when he will set off the algorithm, essentially eliminating the past, with the past and the future colliding and exploding, just as Neil explained there in the movie. So he basically, essentially, in layman's terms, needs to actually get every single part of the algorithm and kind of merge it together so he can blow it up, except he's also been given a life of riches to do so. It is the world's biggest assassination attempt, as he is assassinating the past and the Earth in one actual move for a double kill. Now, we see one of these dead drops in the flashbacks, and we also saw it on the yacht where an inverted cache of gold was actually brought to his yacht. So I hope that actually clears up some of the mysteries there for you, and I hope you enjoyed the fun little part at the start trying to explain the plot in an entire minute, or at least under a minute in this case. So let me know what you think down below. Let me know kind of what topics of Tenet you want me to discuss. I might do a timeline video at the weekend at some point, but tomorrow we have The Boys Season 2. Hopefully I can watch all 3 episodes and try and do a video, and then on Saturday we'll be doing Milan, but more than likely Friday we'll have no videos, Saturday will be The Boys, and Sunday will actually be the Mulan as well. So like I said, Saturdays are for the boys. But that's it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.